since the start of this pandemic, there is a huge disruption in the supply chain that has happened. And since that time, there is a huge acute shortage of containers in the country. So although it is market driven or it is some kind of a cartelization that needs to be decided by the authorities, but the industry is really suffering. From FIO side, we have what we are doing is we have taken up this issue of exorbitant increase in freight rates, that is roughly 300 to 400% for some sectors, as well as the shortage of the containers with the highest level, including the PMO office. And we have suggested certain remedial measures like to enhance container manufacturing in the country, and also to have some own liner also in the country on the lines of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we are saying that till the time we don't, we have to depend on the foreign lines, and the situation is not in our hands, and we have no control over that situation. We have also suggested that an interim measure that in line with the TMA scheme of the DGFT, we are saying that some kind of a freight subsidy, because exporters who are having a CIF and CNF contracts are really suffering. And we are seized of the issue and taking up regularly through the CSLA, Container Shipping Line Association, as well as the DG Shipping, as well as the Logistics Division of the Department of Commerce. We are told by CSLA that the situation will stabilize start stabilizing by the mid of next year. So let's see how it takes shape. But till the time, we cannot sit idle. So from the industry, we have taken this initiative. Another aspect is that the exporters, particularly small and medium ones, they have a conventional way of booking their freights. They have a couple of freight forwarders जो उनके साथ 4-5 लोग जुड़े हुए हैं, उन्हीं के साथ वो freights मांगते हैं, चाहे phone पे, चाहे email पे. So this practice, we wanted to make a shift of this practice and give their demand visibility on pan-India basis, so that you should have the best freight and the best service provider to work with. We have also studied this sector, and we found that there is a lack of visibility and transparency in the whole system, and there is no such kind of facility available on a pan-India basis, which exporters can use and push their demands. Secondly, in FIO also, we have a logistics division who takes care of the logistics issues, and we have a strong intent to facilitate the EXIM logistics. We are also working on other projects to facilitate logistics with the Department of Commerce. Through this is a private initiative without any support from any agency. What is an offering to the exporter under this platform? What you can do that? You will be able to conveniently post your container requirements. That is the unlimited requirement you can place, but we want all genuine requirements to be on board, because LSPs would be spending their time and energy to respond to your queries. So we expect certain genuineness in the requirement. We will give pan-India visibility to your requirements. Now, once I go through the demo, you will be able to select with whom you want to rates. You can have direct access to the shipping lines, or you want to deal with the MTOs, the multimodal transport operators who are DG shipping registered forwarders. You want to deal with them, you can directly get rates from them also. You can avoid the small forwarders who have some credibility element issues. For one quote, there is no restrictions. A lot of forwarders can respond to your quote. By this, you will have better price discoveries, and you will be empowered for a better negotiation and cost optimization that will also happen. Fine. And secondly, what we are doing, this is a broadly not a transactional portal, because for the transactional portal, there are issues related to contract grievances and the invoicing generation and the payment, which is done offline. This is purely a trade facilitation portal where you will have better price discoveries and cost optimization. We are giving you a facility in this portal to chat with the vendor. You can negotiate and finalize. Once we run through the demo, you will understand about that. You can have direct outreach that I told you. You can just select you want quotes from shipping lines, and your query will land in the dashboard of only shipping lines. And lastly, you will get a lot of networking opportunities through this session, through this portal. You will come to know about new players in the field, better service providers who can take care of requirements in the most efficient manner. Similarly, there are certain benefits to the LSPs also, logistics service providers. They will have now access to they will have a privilege, leverage to work beyond their geographies. And a forwarder in Delhi can respond to a query of Tuticorin even. And we are not restricting their replies also. They can also reply to n number of queries which they are competent to deal with. And secondly, definitely it will be a lot of networking and visibility for them also. Now, this is the landing page of the portal. That is very simple name that we have kept. Ease of logistics. Ease of logistics is what we are all trying to achieve in commonality in terms of the government initiatives as well as the private sector. Easeoflogistics.com. We have two areas. One is the exporter importer area and the logistics service providers area. And this is an industry initiative. By industry initiative, I mean that this initiative is supported by Container Shipping Line Association. Those who are not aware that this is the biggest association of container shipping lines. They have who's who of the industry, whether you speak of Maersk, CMS CGM, Hapag-Lloyd, or any other shipping lines, they are their members. They have 27 members in all. Then this portal is supported by Triple FAI, who is the biggest organizations of freight forwarders in India, Freight Forwarder Association of India, roughly having 6,000 plus members, and also the Association of Multimodal Transport Operators of India. They are the elite segment of the industry. They are a carrier status. They issue their own BL and they are DG shipping registered forwarders. Now this is, we have a support letter. It's out there. Now what we will do that we will just try to see the login process. The login process is straight away. Once you click on the exporter importer area, you will land up to this page. And those who have already registered will use their mobile number and the password to log in. And those who have not registered yet, you can select the option of new user register here. Once you do that, you need to enter your mobile number and you will get a 4-digit OTP. Once you fill that, you will be required to fill this form. Here we are capturing very basic details, your name, your company name, your email address and address, state and PIN code. And you can have a look at the terms and conditions in the privacy policy also and just click on that and continue. Once you do that, this is a very important page where you should not skip it because this will give your visibility to the service provider. And once we go to the demo, you will see how you will get a glimpse of this whole profile while mouse over. So here we are trying to capture your year of inception, the constitution status, annual turnover, monthly container requirement, and your awards and recognitions. That is number one. The whole idea is because two unknown people are dealing with each other. So some amount of credibility, how it can be inducted in the portal so that we are little comfortable to deal with the people. We are also capturing AEO registration because AEO is also very credible tag that we have. We are also capturing the MSME, whether you are an MSME or not, and also the membership of export promotion councils you can select from the drop-down menu. AEO we are also capturing for the service providers also. GSTN and IEC is mandatory for exporters because without GSTN, it is an interstate supply. And every exporter importer has to have a GSTN. So GSTN we expect everyone to fill, and also the IEC. This will be the landing page once we log in. And not what I will do now, this is the login process. Now I will straight away take you to the portal. This is on the live page we are. The good thing is we are keeping the counter live. So the counter at the below is a live counter. Here we can see 984 exporters have onboarded and total service providers onboarded are 307. Out of them, 50% have nearly subscribed and only subscribed people, service providers can respond to exporters query. From exporter side, there is no subscription till 31st December. And exporters have posted over 3,100 containers demand. and total number of queries are 840, and you can see the response on 840 queries is 511. We wanted this figure to switch actually, because one query, we want at least 2 to 3 responses for an exporter, for which we are doing rigorous sessions with the service providers to onboard them and to educate them how they can respond to queries. Now, straight away, what I will do, I will log in from both the sections so we can have a complete process. This is the exporters login, and similarly, there is a dashboard of shipping lines also. Now, here, what I will do is, we have introduced this also, validate your IC. Everybody can validate their IC. This is, we have integrated with the DGFT servers, and straight away, because credibility element is one thing which will play a crucial role while dealing through this online portals. So what I will do is, I will run through a live query I will post, which we will delete afterwards. Here we are capturing the category, that is ocean freight. As of now, we are capturing, and the movement is port to port. Down the line, once the momentum takes place, we will add on more services like the CHS services, LCL services, or the CFS services. Whatever are the expectations of the exporters, we will try to address those requirements through the system. But initially, since this was a major challenging thing in the present times, so we have only covered ocean freight port to port. But we understand that there are other jargons also, like port to door to door, and things like that, which we will try to cover in phases. Here we can select the container. This is the standard list that we have taken from the shipping lines. You can select your container. Suppose I select 20 dry standards, and you can select the number of containers that you require. You can select the origin country. We are not restricting to India, because importers are also there who are importing their raw materials for export purposes. So, and those, if imports is happening on FOB basis, then you would like to have a control over your logistics chain, logistics supply, and you can post your queries for which the cargo is originating outside India also. Suppose in this particular case, I select India, and I select maybe Tuticorin, and destination country, I select USA, and I select Los Angeles. Then maybe I want to send. Here we are restricting, we are asking you to write the description of the cargo, which is important for the lines. And you need to select your cargo type also. Once you select hazardous, we will ask you to upload your MSDS sheet. This we have recently updated because service providers informed us without MSDS sheet, they cannot quote for hazardous cargo. In this particular case, I select non-hazardous because it is garments. I need to mention the weight because weight is extremely important. 12,000 kgs. You need to define your expected departure date, that is the sailing date. Here we are keeping a gap of 10 days because we want certain advanced planning. We are not allowing exporters to post next day's demand or 2 days after demand. So 10 days minimum has to be there, and keeping the current scenario, it is important that we should have some kind of gap. So I'm selecting 1st October. And here, this is the thing that I was trying to tell you, that you can select from whom would you require the codes. You require codes from shipping line and NVOCCs. NVOCCs, those who are not aware, they are equally at par with the shipping lines, but they don't own the ships. They own the containers only. And India has a lot of NVOCC market for this Middle East countries exports. NVOCCs cater to those markets. Then we have a different segment of freight forwarders who are DG shipping registered. And then we have freight forwarders in the hinterland who there are CHAs who have a CHA license and they play the role of forwarder also. And some of the exporters deal with such CHAs. So you can select that also. And there will be a set of forwarders who are not even DG shipping registered and CHA license. So all these things would add to the element of credibility. That's all. So once I select all stakeholders, I push my demand here. And once I push my demand, there is a quotations tab out here. So straight away, what will happen? Your demand will move to your new area. So new is an area where all your demands will be reflected, which are not responded to. And as soon as they are responded, they will just shift tabs. They will move to in progress. And once you decided to do business, they will move to your in business tab. Now let us see what happens to this demand. I will move to the shipping line dashboard and try to respond to this query. So this is a Tuticorin Los Angeles query. What will happen is this is the dashboard of the shipping lines. Now all the demand, which is the recent demand, will be appear on the top. Now as of now, it is showing Krishnapatnam and Dammam demand for 10 containers. And here what we are giving is a glimpse of the exporter's profile to the shipping lines, so that they can invest their time and energy in a more proper way and deal with queries which they think are genuine to deal with. Now this company, it is showing that year of inception is 2017, annual turnover is 15 to 20 crores. They have a monthly container requirement of 100. They have a GST and an IC is mandatory, but they are not AEO. Now once I refresh it, my demand will come here. This is the Tuticorin Los Angeles demand that starts appearing on the shipping lines dashboard on the top. Now, for their convenience, in order to quote properly, we are giving the weight. This is weight per container per kg that we will amend today itself. And this is the expected departure date that we selected 1st October in the container and non-hazardous. Now, shipping lines, what they will do, they will select show interest. And once they show interest, they will get a pop-up where they can give the quote, that is a freight quote in USD that they have to go, that is per container. Let me refresh it. Right. This is the quote that they have to give. The quote maybe for the USD could be $12,000 as of now. They have to give the quote validity. It is valid till maybe 1st October. Expected date of sailing that they have to give. Then they can select a date at a variance from your selected date based on the sailing schedules. They can give you a date of 2nd October. And then they will start now giving the additional charges per container, because we have seen that along with the freight, there are host of charges which are either per container charges or the per shipment per BL charges. So they will give their per container charges and the breakup also, that might include the THC or any other charges, whatever it is, they will mention it here. Suppose I mention THC is maybe for sake of example, I mentioned 10,000, plus there could be additional surcharge kind of thing, whatever it is, they can mention 5,000. Plus sometimes they mention washing also, that could be 500 or things like that. Just to give you an example, and additional charges per shipment could include the BL charges of 4,500 or 5,000, and they will mention their terms and conditions also, maybe payment against BL or 30 days credit or 90 days credit, what they would like to give. They will push their quotes from here like this. Now it reaches. Now let's see what happens to our dashboard, where how we will get a response. Straight away, this will move to the shipping lines quoted area, because shipping lines will have one unquoted area, and these are the quotes demands on which they have quoted. It will appear here. Now let us go to our dashboard. Once we refresh the system, we find that our demand is not appearing in the new tab. Now it will start appearing in the in progress tab. And you see that shipping line has quoted Tuticorin Los Angeles $12,000, and this is the quote validity. Now I am interested or not. You will also get a glimpse of the liners details or the service providers details. What is their year of inception? What is their turnover? How much container they handle a month? Just to bring an amount of some element of credibility. And we will also capture their You will come to know about their membership with CSLA, MTOY or Triple FAI according, because if they are saying that they are a shipping line, you can straight away check whether they have a CSLA membership or not. If they are not having CSLA membership, it means that you need to have certain due diligence done before dealing with them. Now, exporters can do what they can do. They can show interest in this demand. Okay. Once you start show interest, your chat, let me show you. This time your chat button is disabled. Once you show interest, your chat button gets disabled, and you cannot show disinterest. You cannot deselect the button. Then I select proceed. So my chat button is enabled, and simultaneously what will happen is, as of now, it is showing for the shipping lines, it is showing status is interest awaited. But once you do the interest, you select only I am interested, then at least they will get a window to chat with you. If you are not sending the message, you select you give your interest to them, they can initiate the chat maybe. Once they initiate the chat, okay, they can introduce themselves or whatever the message they want to see. They can ask what is your view on our offer. Then what will happen is, once you refresh it, you will have a new message out here. One new message has come. What is your view on offer, on our offer? Here straight away you can get the company details, who has quoted you. We are giving visibility of the complete details. So in case you want to have a connect offline, you can do that. But it is always preferable to connect to the system, because the kind of communication exchange is extremely critical, because sometimes issues arises. So you can completely finalize the business through this platform and use it as a reference document for future purposes. And here what we are giving is, we are also giving you the quotation details. Now this is the quotation details from the shipping line. They have given the quote of freight is $12,000, plus they have given additional charges per container is THC plus surcharge plus washing additional. So in this way, what will happen is you can have an idea about the approximate charges, and then maybe finalize the charges during the chat, because you might require door to door also, or port to door. So based on that, you can do some kind of a negotiation here, and finally close the discussion out here. Now, what will happen is, finally, one message from the system is important to capture whether the business has actually happened or not. So from the shipping line, we are giving the options that let's start the business, because they are the service providers. They would be interested to know whether you are really interested to do business with them or not. So they will finally select this after all the discussions. And then you have to compulsorily respond to it. Vendor wants to do business, whether you are interested, confirm now, or in case you are negotiating with some more people, then you can leave it after some time. Because once you confirm it, let me show you what will happen once you confirm. Once you confirm, you will not receive any quote for this particular demand, because whatever the discussions and negotiations which you are interested to do, and which you should do definitely as an exporter or as a service seeker, we should have the best rate, best negotiation, that you should do all before confirming to do business. And once you do that, your all this notification will be turned off actually. And we will still advise you, although we are trying to bring an amount of credibility through a lot of verifications on both sides, but we will still advise our members to do due diligence before entering into the business. The actual landed cost, whatever cost is agreed, is documented in all these things. So suppose I select, okay, now I am interested to do business with them. What will happen is, straight away my query moves from in progress, now it goes to in business, because now I am in business with this shipping line. And there is a chat history. We are adding a feature of chat download also. Chat saving chat download is there. We will add to this chat download option. You can use it and mail it if required. Then shipping line will also get a message that okay, congratulations, you both are in business for this demand, but please do due diligence. So once they go back to the demand list, they will see that this has moved to in business tab. the particular demand, and the chat history is appearing there. Now let us see some of the other features of the portal. That is the quotation, that is the ad requirement that I showed you. There, here is your profile. So in case there is a basic profile, one is the basic profile address city, which we are not allowing to change, but you can request us at the back end to change it if required. And then is the company profile. Company profile is editable because you can scale up, your turnover could increase, your membership and awards could increase, your status could elevate. So you can edit the profile. But we will strongly advise that profile completeness is very important for the visibility and better quotes from the service providers. Then we have the subscription. As of now, the subscription is absolutely free for exporters, but we will see the response, how it takes shapes, because this project is not funded by any government assistance. This is an industry initiative. So we will try to keep a nominal fee for subscription post 31st December. Then you can track it, the MIS, the history, how many responses you have posted, how many responses are demands for which there is in communication status, how many have matured. We are adding, we got a feedback, wonderful feedback from a couple of members, because they have a couple of members in the logistics team. So we are adding a parent and child users, so that the parent can see, assign users to post the demands, and the parent can see the performance, then see the overall progress of each demand. Here we are, this is about us. You all know about us, FIO. Here we are giving you this manual, step-by-step manual, which you can refer while using this portal if required. And for any queries, straight away, you can select this and send your mails and queries to feedback@fio.org, which all will be responded in 24 hours time. You can also refer to the privacy policy and terms and conditions. So that's all from my side with regard to this complete demo. And I welcome any questions and suggestions for the improvement, because ultimately it is the system for the exporters and the service providers. So we will be very happy to adopt any new further changes if required in the system. Thank you.